thank you so much for allowing us to come down and have a chat about Byworth boilers.
So we're into like a third generation now, family business, some 52 years after my granddad founded the business, manufacturing and producing industrial steam boilers for a whole host of industries, from the horticultural industry right through to pharmaceuticals and blue chip companies. We're proud of where we've come from and where we are and what we do, really.
We predominantly produce steam boilers, which are all manufactured here in Keighley. And we have a diverse range of clients, so Timothy Taylor's is one of them, and we do quite a lot of work in the brewing and distilling industry, and them clients can range from a small start-up like we did with Brewdog right through to the big PLCs like Diageo, but we do quite a significant amount of work in Ireland, and then we have an export range of boilers which we export into Bangladesh, the Middle East, but speaking around challenges, that is one of the challenges. Is export is difficult, and it's a tough market to crack.
I still think we've got to fly the flag for Britain. British engineering is some of the best in the world, and that is still recognised, or is recognised in these emerging countries. That are big producers in textiles or whatever they're doing. They still sort of look at the British brand being the best, the most robust, and certainly us doing some research ourselves at our product against other products and international products, we still believe it is the best.
Talk about where we see ourselves in the next 50 years, we see ourselves still having the deep roots in heavy engineering, but investing a lot of money into R&D, but also investing significantly in technology using Unity, and that's where we'll diversify. In the next 50 years will look slightly different because we'll be looking more from a technology perspective, and we have the platform to do that, which was designed here, and it's just how we kick that on, how we move that to the next step, and that's a challenge we've got at the moment. We're not only passionate about what we do, but we're also passionate about where we do it, and the Made in Britain campaign is important to us, but what we're trying to do is bring it more local. So we're now working on an imported from Keighley campaign, because we want to bring it down to the lowest local level possible, and it's a product that's made entirely in the UK by a company that's entirely owned in the UK, and most of our workforce are local to Keighley, so let's make them proud of what they do, and they are proud, but we're trying to set that campaign going internally. But Made in Britain is important to us, and all the stuff we do, our boilers, most of it comes in through that door and leaves via this door here. It's all done on site. The big concern we have is, and it was about retaining the skill in the town, because the furlough scheme, yes, was great, and it helped, although we didn't furlough too many because of our order book at the time, and we actually, again, morally felt it was right to keep as many people as we could in work during the COVID pandemic. But what we were always conscious about is what happens in Q4 of this year when that scheme ends and our work potentially dries up. What happens next year, early next year, when maybe our manufacturing order does dry up, and we've got a lot of skill in here that's local to the area that we've invested in, and we don't want to lose that, and there's a risk that we could because of work dropping off. So it was more, we need some help with that if that happens, and it's about how we retain those guys down there, the skill set that's local to the town, local to the area, that takes time to develop. Yeah.
We've proven we can develop it in the area with the links that we've now had for 3 or 4 years with Keighley College, which is on our doorstep, literally on our doorstep, and is one of the best welding and fabrication colleges in the north of England, I guess. And guys earn the stripes by working their way up from the shop floor or whatever. We're not too keen on bringing high flyers in, flashing people.
No, the Timothy Taylor's boiler me and Rob put in on Saturday morning.
We could.
Did you?
Yeah. And that's 2 directors going there and on Saturday morning and leaves up and doing it. There's obviously some significant economic impacts, and a lot of people have sadly been made redundant or out of work. We've actually got engineers going, I've been following you on LinkedIn, I've been following you on social media, I want to come. So I think we're trying to build the brand as well, and I think people will come to work for the brand, and that's in Keighley, yes, and we can endorse that. But I think it's more around building the brand.
By doing that, you're raising the aspirations, aren't you? So talking about the apprenticeships and things that you've got going through Keighley College and working in nice coming into business, but that is all about actually there's a good offering for young people that are wanting to get involved in manufacturing, engineering, and tech in Keighley. That they don't need to go looking for it because it's on the doorstep.
Absolutely.
And that's actually, and by you pushing your brand as well, imported from Keighley, it all feeds into that. And that aspiration, raising aspirations.
And that's what we're trying to do a little bit as well. And it's a dual purpose about raising the brand to grow the business, but also grow the local area and grow the local people along with it. And like I say, create that aspiration. That's what we're trying to achieve.